put your hands up and answer. Yes, Anisha, you can go ahead. Yes, you are correct. So, in other words, a family is a group of individuals who share a close bond and provide each other with love, support, and care. However, we do know, I don't want to say in the olden days, but while used traditionally, they usually used to have it in the line of biological or DNA, but family is more than that in this context. So as we dive today, we will learn on, or we will get more information on the family. So now we will move to the function of the family. Our first function we have is emotional support. So basically, you as an individual, there will be times where you'll be faced with a lot of challenges, right? So as we know, various person within the family, and various person in the family will have different roles within the family. Some may be the same, and sometimes it may differ. Great. So as I mentioned about it, it's a challenge that you may have. So your family should be there, or your family will be there emotionally to support, to provide to you care, love, comfort, to let you know okay, everything will be okay, also to help you to feel safe enough that you can even tell them what you're going through so that they can help you to find, a resolution, to comfort you. So this is basically what it means by emotional support, economic support. So there will be times, right? It doesn't matter what type or the age range, if you're a child, you're an adult, there will be times that you will may be challenged financially in terms of, say for example, you as a teenager, you just finished school, right? You wanna basically go to fees, or you want to go to a trade school, something of that sort, right? Something where you need to study extra or university. More than likely, your family will be there to help you. Will be there to help you financially to pursue whatever you wish. And there's many examples, but that's just an example in the context that we're speaking of today. Right? We have socialization, right? Example, as a child, you grow up, you will need to know your norms, your values, and such as you grow up, so that you can learn to be more like to socialize and communicate effectively. Great. Then educational function, right? Your family is there, so as is mentioned, to provide to you, like allow you to go throughout your school life, from play school straight up to your secondary years, or even a little bit tertiary education or level, right? So your family is there basically to help you with this, right? This function. So before we move on, is there anything that in my class and you guys have any questions? You don't understand something, you sure need to go over here to assist with this class. Is there any question? Shamar, anything you understand what I just mentioned about what is a family and our function today? Okay, great. So once you guys understand, it allow me now to move on. Next, we're going to go to the family function, because the family usually function or contribute to us as an individual, and also as a society with societal well-being. So we'll take a bit here to provide you with information on this. Great. So your individual well-being, right? Great. So the family function, as is mentioned, about your social development, right? Social development, whereby we spoke about socialization, learning your values, learning your norms. More like you have your grandmother, your great grandparents, an elder that could teach you things, that they grew up traditions and so on, right? And then the identity and belonging. This will help you to find your identity. You will know your sexuality, you will know your where you belong as a person. You will also know your race. You can also know your religion wise and so on, right? So this is some of the functions that come contribute to it individually, right? So anybody wish to give an example before we go? I heard you said something. Yes, correct. In terms of, yes, your religion, knowing. Okay, great, great. That's a great example. So now that we have a clear understanding on this class, that we can move on. Do not feel ashamed. Feel free to ask. If you don't understand something, please ask. If you ask your question, if you don't understand, that will be your problem. Alright? Great. So since you guys understand, we're going to move to our societal well-being. Right? Economic support. Persons are going to be from different villages, whatever, because we're speaking of society here, right? It's not just about you as a person. We are removed individually. Now we're going to societal well-being. First, we're going to speak about economic support. So it's within the same context, right? So within your society, everyone may not be well off. I'm not growing up in the community of Ghana, right? Where there are persons that are not well off. There are persons that need help apart from family, right? That the community help, right? There are more than likely kids, right, that need help, right? Parents, single parents. Sometimes we usually like a little fundraiser, or sometimes some village may have a little thing for the community, whereas we help this individual economically, a family that's either not well off, a family that is having a single parent family, have a lot of children, they're basically not doing great resources in terms of money, right? So you as a society help to support that family or family for whatever is the challenges that they're facing, right? Because your community should help each other. And then we have the community engagement. This basically ties in, right? Because you're going to be engaging with your community. Don't let us go monetary. Let us go to your community development, right? Good. So say for instance, you guys have you may have community centers, or let us go as small as within your street, right? Your streets either have maybe one bridge as a main bridge that a lot of persons go to or fro vehicle or by foot. You as an individual can basically help, right? Individuals within the community will pull the resources and the money are more likely to either purchase the board, and their person in the community that more likely will know how to fix the bridge. So they don't necessarily to pay someone. That person, they put money and someone knows to do it. If they're trying to fix that bridge, or somebody in terms of electricity, where you will need your little street lights or so on. It blow, or the street lights are not working within the community. You guys pool money, you guys decide to purchase the lights, and then someone from the community as well who know about this go ahead and change it, right? So this is basically societal well-being. I need, if you guys have any questions, or if you guys have an example that I just listed before we move on, before we move on. Okay, all right, Amanda, let me hear you. Okay, great. So class, you heard Amanda mention where within our community there was a pothole, right? And it's somewhere that is central within the street that a lot of persons will pull and throw. So instead of they waiting on help from either the chief or whatever within the area, right, or the government itself, they basically pool money, the family pool money and fix that pothole, right? So yes, that's a pretty great example. So any other example that you guys wish to share, or any other questions that you guys have for me before we move on? Okay, great. I'm pretty glad that you guys, it was pretty simple. I explained it that you guys understand what it is. But before I move on, I want to ask Sir, who is speaking, to please provide to me in your own word what is a family. Okay, great. That's okay. At least you're listening, but I mean, don't listen to me. I mean, you're undivided attention. To me, don't worry with class. So this is what I'll be doing, alright? So there will be a case study for you guys. So I'm basically gonna put you guys in some group, and I'm gonna provide you with a case study that will come with some questions that you guys will need to answer. Okay? So this is the case study. It's Sarah supported family. So this is the background. Sarah, a 16-year-old high school student, lives with her parents and two younger siblings in a small suburban community. Her family operates as a unit to ensure that each member feels cared for and supported. The situation: Sarah was struggling academically after facing challenges with online learning during the pandemic. Her self-confidence was dwindling and she began isolating herself. Meanwhile, her parents noticed the challenges and decided to intervene. So basically, we do know in cases like this that the family will have different roles. One, we have emotional support. What else can the family basically family role? Oh, great. Yes, guidance is one. That's correct. Any other? Yes, someone said economic. That is true, or that is correct. So this is what you guys will be doing. There will be three questions here in your group. You guys are going to answer it. In what ways did the family demonstrate their economic role in helping Sarah overcome her challenge? Two, what values were reinforced in Sarah's family and how did these values influence her personal development? And three, what values were reinforced in Sarah's family and how did these values influence her personal development? So those are the questions for you guys in your group. So this is how the group will go. It will be 5 groups. How you guys are sitting, that's how you will be in the group, and you answer those 3 questions in relation to our case study. And before I leave the class, I will pick up the box and I will mark them and it will go for grades. Okay? So before I leave, is there anything else that you guys need? Any understanding? As you guys said, yes, you guys understand. It was pretty easy in the context that I need to understand. Right, but I need your honest opinion. Anything that you guys need help with before we go today? Alright, great. So please get my work completed and I'll collect these before I leave. You guys have 15 minutes more, 20 minutes more before our class commences. So just get it completed in your group and basically just provide to me the information. You can write it on one paper and just list your dates on the page, okay? So since that's all for today, thank you so much class, and you guys are very engaging and I enjoy today's lesson. Goodbye.